Welcome to Rethink, the podcast that empowers you to challenge your existing beliefs and embrace new, more productive ways of thinking. Here at Rethink, we believe that the key to self-fulfillment lies in shattering old thought patterns and adopting new mindsets that support personal growth and empowerment. With expert guests and thought leaders from a wide range of fields, we explore strategies and insights that can help you achieve success and fulfillment in all areas of your life. From relationships to career, business ownership, and health, you are the source of your own success. We're just here to help you tap into your true potential and create a brighter future. So join us on the journey of personal growth and empowerment, and let's rethink what's possible for our lives. Let's start today with a powerful truth. And that is, you'll never manifest wealth consistently until you can see yourself as someone who's worthy, who deserves it, who expects it, and embodies that. That's the truth for today. Wealth isn't just a number. It's a feeling. It's a knowing. It's an identity. It's not only about how much money you have, but it's about the story that you tell yourself and that story that you believe about yourself in relationship to money. So let's think about it. Two people have the same opportunity. One creates a thriving business. The other sabotages their own success. What's the difference? Well, identity, who you believe yourself to be. One saw themselves as wealthy, as worthy, as capable, and quite simply the other did not. This isn't just mindset fluff or stuff. It's neuroscience. Your brain filters reality through your identity. We talk so much here on the channel about how to develop a very strong self-concept, and that is the whole of that conversation. Your brain filters everything it sees and responds to through who you believe yourself to be. So if you see yourself as someone who is always struggling, always behind, can't seem to manage money, your decisions, your emotions, and your actions are going to align with that. Even if you try to hide it, or even if you try to do everything right, your identity, as it relates to money and really everything else, but today we're talking about money, your brain's going to filter your decisions through that. So today's episode, we're going to talk about how to shift your wealth identity. So welcome into the podcast, Your Wealth Identity. Embody your abundant future self. Embody, embrace, engage with your abundant future self today. This is what we're talking about today on the podcast. Guys, it's always my pleasure to welcome you in to the podcast. My apologies. I've been away a couple days. Who knew? Man, I had a situation with tooth, and my tooth was really, really sore, and I couldn't really get in front of the mic with the sore tooth, and it's kind of getting back to where it needs to be today. I've been to the dentist, and I've got maybe a little work to do, but I feel pretty good today. But I do apologize. We were kind of on a roll there. We were doing every day for the last, 15 or 18 or 19 days or whatever it's been. We're on day 22 today. And day 22 is embodying your wealthy or your abundant future self. This is the wealth identity. This is your first time to the podcast. Please don't forget to go now, subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening to us. That can be on any medium, on any platform. We're on all of the podcasting platforms, from Buzzsprout to Apple to Google to iHeartRadio, et cetera, et cetera. So wherever you're listening to us, please go ahead and lock us in so you don't forget who we are and where we are. It's our pleasure to welcome you in if you are a new listener. Old timers, welcome guys back to the podcast. You guys are the life flow and blood of the podcast. You keep us going. Thank you guys so much for being here today as well. Show notes. There's always good stuff for you in the show notes. Please take the time to take a look at our show notes, from podcast support in terms of membership to digital products that we've developed on your behalf, things that can help you, particularly through this 30-day series, digital download. So go into the show notes. You can always find good stuff in the show notes. And if you would like to support the podcast, please feel free to do that. Let's go ahead and jump into our episode for today. Again, this is day 22. We're on our 30-day journey. So we only got 8 days left. This is 30 days to manifestation and monetization. Our goal here is to identify and create a revenue stream from the things that we are passionate about, our life's passion. How do we monetize and how do we bring light and bring joy to our regional, local, and larger worlds through the things that we're passionate about doing and benefit from it, quite honestly, not only from helping people, but being able to monetize it. So this has been a really good series. We've got 8 days left. You picked a good time to join us. So listen today. If this is your first time, you can go back and binge the other days, but listen through this podcast and go back and start on day 1. All right. So let's rock and roll. Your wealth identity, which is the topic for today. Your wealth identity is either creating momentum for you or it is creating resistance. You've got to figure out which one it is. The missed opportunity for most people in this case, they may never notice. They try to earn money, save more money, or invest smarter or invest more, but they never become the version of themselves who can hold and expand wealth. You can work hard, you can hustle. I don't really like that word hustle, but you can do that and you can set goals. But if your identity is not where it needs to be, your identity can scream out to you things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good with money, people like me, don't become wealthy. People in my I don't know, on my side of town or people where I live or, people in my family, people who look like me and these sorts of things. You got to get that kind of stuff out of your head. You can say to yourself, I just want to have enough. Maybe that's been something that's been reoccurring. Just as long as I have enough, that should be okay. Well, if that's the case, then the universe is going to match that energy. Okay, so the universe is just going to say yes. So if you say, hey, I don't have enough money, and the universe says, yes, you're correct. You don't have enough money. And it begins to look for other ways to show you that that is the truth for you right now. So you got to change the identity. Wealth flows to you and to whoever believes that they're wealthy. Not just what you want, but what you believe yourself to be. This, in many part, is the law of assumption that was taught to about Neville Goddard. Wealth flows to you and to whoever believes that they are wealthy, not just what you want, but the wealth itself. So to receive more, you got to expand your capacity for more. And that starts with believing in yourself, believing that you are built for this, that you can expand, that you are worthy of this. Okay. It begins with embodying the idea that you are wealth, right now. So here's the opportunity. When you shift into the identity of your future, your wealthy self, you can do a lot of stuff. You can make different choices. You can speak with confidence. You price your work with alignment. You're not just trying to sell it, but you're selling with confidence. And you can stop tolerating lack. Because in truth, there really is no lack once you change your identity and you begin to embody the wealthy version of yourself. You begin to understand that you have access to everything you need right now. And so you are an abundant being. You are connected to universal mind, which knows all things. So there really is no lack. You got to change the way that you think about money and the way that you think about scarcity. All right, so let's talk some solutions here today. How do we shift, Kelly, our identity? How do we shift and embody this new and improved wealth identity? Here are, of course, 5 ways that you can do that. This is a 5-part wealth identity activation. All right, so number 1, step 1 is to meet your wealthy self. So this is going to engage your imagination. So number 1, close your eyes. Close your eyes. And I want you to take some deep breaths and just kind of calm yourself and begin to feel yourself into your own body and begin to, let things go. Clear your mind as best you can. And I want you to begin to see yourself, visualize the version of you who is living in complete abundance. Let's just use our imaginations. Don't attempt to figure out how to do this, okay? Don't attempt to reason. We don't need reason and logic. This is just solely you are visualizing the version of you that is living in complete abundance, whatever that means to you. It can be material things, it can be joy, it can be emotional happiness, it can be, traveling, whatever it is. Visualize the version of yourself that is living right now in complete abundance without any regard for safety or security and things like that. Okay? Now, ask yourself, what do you wear? What are you wearing? How do you speak? What do you believe about money? This version of you, are they confident about money? Are they secure? Or are they worried? If this is the best version of you in a complete abundant state, then certainly you're not worried. What do you look like? What version of yourself? What does that version of you look like? What is he or she doing? A good journal prompt in this case would be my wealth self or my wealthy self believes. What do I believe? What does my wealthy self believe? Well, maybe you believe that money is easy to come by. Perhaps you believe that my life is easy, my life is abundant. My life is always easy, my life is always abundant. My wealthy self believes that people enjoy being around me. My wealthy self believes that people want to give me money. My wealthy self can also believe that money's easy to make. So write about 10 different statements. And again, stay away from reason and stay away from logic. You're not trying to work out how to do this. What you want to do is activate that part of you that is already living in complete abundance. Okay? This is your imagination. This is visualization. It should be easy. This should be fun. Step number 2, identify the gap. I want you to compare your current habits and your current thoughts to that of your future self, the self that was in step 1, that wealthy self. Compare yourself to that self, your current self to that self. Where are you shrinking? Where are you avoiding? And where are you playing small? Last podcast, we talked about things that keep us playing small. What's the difference between you and that future version of yourself that has everything that you want? Here's a good journal prompt. I'm currently acting like someone who, finish that out. I'm currently acting like someone who, if you're far from your goal of being completely abundant, maybe you're acting like someone who's afraid, someone who's insecure or lacks confidence. Maybe you're currently acting like someone who doesn't really believe that they can accomplish these goals. I'm currently acting like someone who doesn't understand how to accomplish and how to feel abundant. Okay? So write about 5 or 6 statements there. And step number 3, embody one behavior daily. We're going to begin to retool and to redefine our self-identity as it relates to wealth. So choose one small thing that your wealthy self would do, and do it today. Choose one small thing that your wealthy self would do and do one of those things today. All right. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you've been, setting your prices so that people, could afford them and people would pay. So why don't you raise your prices? Why don't you make the assumption that wealthy people want your product or service as well? And your product or service is worth higher prices. You can do that. or you can open a savings or investment account. Even with a smaller amount, you can still open the account and have access to investments and stocks. Wouldn't your wealthy self have investment accounts? Of course. Number 3, you can practice gratitude. Practice gratitude for your current resources. This is one of the things that I feel like we, and I certainly include myself in this, we don't do enough of, and we don't really prioritize. Practicing gratitude for your current situation, your current resources is very important because I do believe that your current state, although it may be less desirable for you, but for someone else, your bottom is a top for them. You know, your bottom, your worst day could be a great day for someone else. You know, maybe you want a new house and you don't like the house you live in. For the person that's in an apartment, they'd gladly take your current house. They'd gladly take your current house or your car. Maybe you don't like your car. You've been wanting to get a new car, but there's someone riding the bus that would just love to have a car. So practice gratitude for your current resources because while you don't have everything that you want, chances are you do have everything that you need. That's step number 3. Begin to embody one daily behavior. Step number 4 is to affirm that and to align with it. To affirm it and to align with it equally as important. Use identity-based affirmations such as these. I am someone who always finds a way. That's who I am. Who are you? I am someone who always finds a way. I am someone to whom things always work out. I am someone for whom things always work out. What about I manage? I manage and I multiply money with ease. I manage and I multiply money with great ease. It's easy for me to do this. And then lastly, abundance is who I am. This is who I am. I embody abundance, not what I chase, but it's who I am. So remember when we talked about being a beacon and drawing things to you as opposed to chasing things? Because in this world, in this 3D, people will invite you to become a competitor. This is the way our society is built. But you are a creator. You're not competing for things that are already yours. You're just creating a signal for it to come to you. Okay? So that's number 4. Affirm and align. And then lastly, number 5, track your evidence because this is critical. You want to see that what you're doing is actually working. Why? Because you'll get more enthusiastic about continuing to do it. And at the end of the day, reflect. That's what I want you to do. Reflect on your process. See how effective you've been for today. Ask yourself, how did I embody wealth today? How did I embody wealth today? Did you go out and do one thing that your wealthy self would have done? Are you using your affirmations? Secondly, at the end of the day, what proof did I experience of abundance or alignment? One of the things I love to do is look for evidence. And I tell my subconscious, I tell myself each day, I tell the universe, show me how wonderful my life is, how wonderful my life can be. Show me. And what I want the universe to do is to really get in there, use that reticular activating system that's in all of our brains and demonstrate to me things that I probably bypass on a daily basis that demonstrate to me that I'm abundant already. I'm looking for it in a certain way, but the abundance is there. Show me how wonderful, show me how abundant my life is. All right. The wealth that you want is waiting for the version of you who already believes that it's yours. The wealth you want is waiting for the version of you who already believes that it's yours. So it will behoove you to become that version of yourself. Again, I'll repeat this. I keep saying it. It's not about manifesting a particular thing. It's about being the person who has those things already. You must be that individual. You must be the version of yourself that has that. You stop chasing money and you start becoming a match for it. You can build confidence and wealth and momentum and security and habits that align with actual wealth, sustainable wealth. Every day, I want you to dress like you're the wealthiest version of yourself, even if it's in one small way. Dress like this is, some days I'm not going anywhere. My wife is like, you have a meeting or something today? Because, I work from home most of the time and I could wear leisurely clothes if I wanted to, but I like to dress in a particular way because it makes me feel a particular way. So you dress for success. Dress like you're the wealthiest version of yourself. Secondly, speak abundance over your day. No more complaining, guys. No more complaining. No more engaging in conversations about lack and about how bad the economy is and all these other things that you can engage in. Speak abundance over your day. I am totally abundant. I embody abundance this day and every day. Money comes to me so easily. Every day money comes to me easily. Every day I earn more than the day before. Okay? Thirdly, invest time in learning money skills or mindsets. Listen to this podcast again. Invest time in learning money skills and mindsets. Number 4, save $1 a day as a gesture of stewardship. Save $1 a day as a gesture to yourself and to the universe saying, I can be a good steward over money. Money loves me. Money wants to be with me because I know how to treat money. And then lastly, bless others generously. And this is the part I really, really love. Even if it's a small act or a small amount. If you're somewhere and people are in need, obviously greater need than you are, bless them and do it in a generous way and do it in a loving way and a happy way. And the universe, of course, will respond likewise. I really like this podcast. I like the messaging. I like the tone of it. And I want you guys to listen to it again. This is Your Wealth Identity. I think it's at the core of this whole series. Understanding that what you want already exists, and even the version of you that has it already exists. And what you have to do now is figure out a way to step into that version of you that already has the things that you say that you want. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast today. I really appreciate you. Come back again tomorrow. I'll be here sore tooth and all. See you then. That's all for today's episode of Rethink. We hope that you've enjoyed this exploration of new ideas and perspectives and found valuable insights and strategies that you can apply to your life. Remember, you are the source of your own success and fulfillment. And by embracing new ways of thinking, you can unlock your true potential and yes, create the life that you truly desire. Now, if you've enjoyed this episode, we encourage you to support the podcast by sharing it with your friends, your family members, your loved ones, and associates, and even your followers on social media. Also, leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Lastly, don't forget to check out our show notes for free downloads and empowering ebooks that can help you on your journey of personal growth and empowerment. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We look forward to exploring more ideas and insights with you in the next episode of Rethink.